Hey guys, behind me is a property that the health department had condemned because it was determined that it was contaminated with methamphetamine. And I want to take a minute to walk you through the process of how we came to find this out and why we decided to still move forward with the purchase of this property here in Salt Lake City. Thanks for taking a minute to watch this video. It's been about a year since I've uploaded anything to the channel, and most of my content up to this point has been sheerly automotive. But I'm going to delve into real estate because that really opens up why I started the channel and what being a thousandaire means. So there's all this construction debris here, here, and up here because we're right in the middle of a remodel. And so I'll show you just right into a little bit of what we're doing here. And you know, you can see that there's some pretty extensive construction going on, but that's not actually what I want to focus on. What we're gonna okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start from the beginning. So we were looking for a home in Salt Lake, and we'd gone to a few open houses. Budget-wise, we were looking between $300,000 and $350,000 for our purchase. We wanted a home. Salt Lake has plenty to offer for newer construction in terms of like townhomes or apartments slash condos that would fit that budget and still have the 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms setup that we're looking for. However, we really wanted a house. And so this house actually is one of the first that really caught our attention, that we didn't have to go buy for cash. We were looking for something that maybe didn't need too much work, so that we could get a fair deal on it that hadn't already been renovated, but was still livable. That's not obviously what we ended up with, but that's what we were looking for. We did a lot of looking online to find the right house. Zillow isn't the most accurate, but it's probably the easiest to browse listings, and so we were there a lot. And then another website, Utah Real Estate, tends to be a bit more accurate. So we would, if there was something we would want to get more serious about, we'd just double check with Utah Real Estate and make sure it hadn't gone under contract, or in other words, become unavailable. And so we took interest in this house. I think I reached out to my real estate agent about it, but it came off the market. It wasn't too much longer that it came back on the market, and we wanted to get more serious about it. So we came and we toured the house. It didn't have a great flow. There were a lot of weird things about it. There was a really weird smell the first time we were here, and we thought it was animals because there was a permanent dog kennel in the backyard. So we came and we looked at it, and when we went to put an offer in, it came off the market. And then eventually this came back on the market again, which was a little bit of a red flag, but we wanted to make sure that we got an offer in on it. We didn't know why it was coming off of the market. We didn't know if it was because people were finding through discovery things they didn't like, if there was some major repair, or if it was just financing. We had a feeling it might have been something negative, but we reached out with an offer for around $325, and it was listed for about early 340s. And so we wanted an aggressive offer because we were certain that the seller just wanted to get rid of it. You know, they'd kind of been teased by buyers that it was gonna sell, and then it didn't. And so we got a call back from the real estate agent pretty quickly, the selling agent, who said that the buyer before us had tested the home and it had tested positive for methamphetamine. Because this home tested positive for methamphetamine, it was reported to the Utah Health Department, who then lists publicly addresses that are condemned. Signs were put on the doors front and back. You weren't allowed to enter the property. So we took this opportunity because the real estate agent had still alluded to it can be fixed. So we wanted to see, okay, if we're going to put an aggressive offer in, it's gone off the market twice after being listed. and come back on. So if we're going to be the third people to go into this, we can probably make a pretty aggressive offer because they've just found out that they probably knew something was up, but I don't think they tested. And so we were kind of hoping, you'd have to tear down all the walls and that sort of thing, take it down to the studs to repair it, because then we could adjust our offer to get all of that taken care of. So any sort of remediation, including new walls, paint, flooring, we could adjust that in the offer. Now, after speaking with a contractor who works with the health department to remediate properties that are contaminated with methamphetamine, we come to find out that there is a lot of stuff that you have to remove from the property. Anything porous, drapes, blinds, carpet padding, these sort of things have to be removed and destroyed because you can't fix those things. You must replace them. However, things like walls or hardwoods, so like drywall or cement or wood materials, through technology and chemicals can be scrubbed down. And they have a process where they fog all of the vents and heater and any air conditioning type units, and then they'll scrub down every surface multiple times, and they do this in conjunction with the health department. And the chemicals are such that you have to get a permit from the health department before you start any work. And so we got a quote, and it was less than $7,000 to remediate. That includes tearing up all the carpet, blinds, drapes, and remediating the issue, but that $7,000 doesn't include the new flooring or blinds or drapes that you then have to replace. Now, armed with that new information that we had, we put it together a really aggressive offer with our real estate agent where the seller would cover all of our closing costs as well as sell it at a steep discount under $300,000 to us. They countered by about $2,000 and we accepted the offer. And then while we were under contract, which is the period between making an offer, having it accepted, and actually closing on the mortgage, so in that under contract time period is when the contractor had to fix the issue. So we had to have an extended under contract period of time for that to be taken care of. It's something that we ended up paying for and included in the sale price so that we wouldn't have to come out of pocket an additional $7,000 above the down payment that we had already committed to. Before we closed on the mortgage, the health department was out to test not only that it was under that threshold, but that it was not traceable. There's an amount small enough that it cannot be measured with the devices that they have. So they tested multiple areas in the home to verify that, and then it was cleared by the health department that not only it is no longer contaminated, but it is also completely livable. There is no issue. So now that puts us in a position where we have an under-market home that's cleared by the health department. However, we need to replace the carpets, carpet pads, drapes, blinds, and so we decided that we would do a couple of other renovations while we were at it, and that's how we got ourselves into this mess. That's for one of the next videos. I hope you'll join us by subscribing as we go through the house and show you what we're doing to remodel and improve the home that we purchased here in Salt Lake, as well as more automotive content coming to you soon. Thanks again for watching.